Laura Dowd, many years in a Leitrim jersey. It must be great to be finally taken to Croke Park on All-Ireland final day. You've been soldiering a while at this.
Absolutely, yeah. I had my debut back in 2012, so I'm soldiering on 12 years now. So we finally now got over that hurdle and we're playing in Croke Park in an All-Ireland final, so I cannot wait.
Talk us through the build-up the next 2 weeks. What's going to kind of go through your world over the next 15 or 16 days?
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting, and I think that's an important part of it. You know, we have to really enjoy the build-up. You know, as you can see, I'm 12 years playing, and this is my first time going to be wearing a Leitrim jersey in Croke Park. So we're going to absolutely enjoy the build-up, but we're just going to have to balance that with focus because we have a big job ahead of us. You know, nothing is won yet, so we're still 60 minutes away from being All-Ireland champions and moving up into that senior grade. So the build-up is going to be good. We're going to have just over 2 weeks now of good intensity, you know, making sure that we have our proper recovery. But like I said, it's going to be all focus and enjoyment for the next two weeks.
In terms of, I suppose, the game you've played Tyrone already this season, how much does that first meeting between you in the early stages of the championship come into play ahead of this game, or does it even factor at all?
Yeah, of course. You know, we knew when we met them on that day that it was going to be a battle. It took us a while to get going. You know, it took us about 10 minutes to get going in that game, which we cannot afford to do in the final. But once we did get going in that game, you know, we soldiered on and we got across that line with a 1-point win, which was good enough then. I think we kind of surprised everyone that day. We'll definitely be going in as underdogs, but I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that we can cross that line again as champions. It's going to be extremely tough. We know Tyrone, we know their players, we know what they're about, but we just need to focus on ourselves. If we can focus on ourselves and bring everything we've been doing to every game we have so far, I've no doubt we can do it.
I suppose in recent years we've seen Leitrim come out the wrong side of very tight semi-finals and finals. You've got to that stage now, you're in the final. What do you do differently maybe than some of those previous experiences, or do you do anything differently?
No, I think we, like, everything has worked out. So since the Connacht final against Roscommon, we've had a game plan and it has worked. It has worked every game since. So I don't think anything is going to change. If things do need to be changed at some point in the game, it will, and the management will make that call. But I think we're going to go in with our game plan. We're not going to change things for them, and we'll see how the game unfolds.
Of course, you mentioned it's your first appearance in Croke Park. I'm sure you're sick of talking about it, but you're following in your little sister's footsteps. She played obviously midfield for Dublin last year, won an All-Ireland. How much has that come up at home in the last week, or has it?
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's actually the fact me and my other sister played in Croke Park only 6-7 months ago, and then my sister was there 3-4 months before that. So there's been 3 appearances in our family now in the last 12 months. So it's surreal, you know, when you think of when we started playing club football to, like I said, 2012 when I started county football, and it all happens in the 1 year that we all make Croke Park. So yeah, that was such a special occasion when we were there cheering for Eilish, and she did absolutely amazing and she got to lift that cup. So we're hoping for a similar outcome in 2 weeks' time.
I know you've girls in the team whose the cup is named after their grandmother. Does that come up in conversation in team talks, or is that just a kind of a little nugget of information?
Yeah, no, like it's an important factor as well, and I think girls have that in the back of their mind. It would make it even more special if we could bring the Mary Queen Cup back. So yeah, it's in the back of the mind, but it's, you know, it's not the main focus, but it's special as well.
What specifically do you have to do over the next 2 weeks to be in the right frame of mind going into that game in Croke Park?
I think we just do exactly what we've been doing. You know, we're a really tight-knit team. I think we just have to support each other. You know, there's going to be a lot going on in terms of social media, and there's going to be a lot of messages, and there's going to be things going on that are going to try and, you know, take from our focus. But I think as a unit, we're so close. It's a matter of sticking together, doing our training, getting our recovery in, doing everything we can possible to make sure that our performance is at peak levels in 2 weeks' time, and that's going to be the goal. Do you delete your social media apps for the next 2 weeks, or even just for the few days before the game, or? No, I don't think there's need for that either. I think it's just a matter of not overload with it. You know, it's again, like I said earlier, we have to enjoy this. You know, it's not often we get to an All-Ireland final. So I think it's important to balance social media, and it's important to balance your football life and social life and all that. So I think, yeah, once we balance it, there's no need for deleting any apps or anything like that.
Well, listen, Laura, congratulations on getting to the final and the very best of luck in 2 weeks' time.
Thanks, Breffney.